All right, Jimmy, the time's yours.
All right, so being cool, being smooth, being that, trying so hard to be that awesome, smooth person whenever you just talk to people or just talking to some random people, right? That never worked for me growing up. Honestly, like, I had friends who were, like, who always try to be so cool or try to be so awesome, per se. And I never, like, fully understood it. I'm just like, why are you, like, trying so hard, like, act a certain way? It's never made any sense to me. So, the quote I'm going to talk about is, I often quote myself, add spice to my conversation. And I'm going to talk about two things why this quote makes sense, alright? Growing up, I had friends, right, per se. And they tried, like, when I was hanging out with them, I tried so hard to, like, be like them and just, you know, fit in, try and be cool, just to, like, be with, like, the cool kids, per se. But I never, like, truly found myself, whenever, like, I, like, said an opinion or, like, try to, like, be myself, it just, they always shot me down. It was, like, so unsettling, so, like, just felt bad for saying. I'm just like, why, like, doing this? Why would friends do this to me? And, you know, it just, and they never gave me my place, per se. So, pretty much, like, when I just, like, try to, like, just talk to them, per se, or just, like, when I acted like them, or, like, you know, just be like them, per se, it was just, like, it just made it easier to be their friend, but I never felt right, you know, I never was truly myself. So, I left them, you know, met a couple new friends, and when I met these, like, different people, it just felt right, you know, I just was truly myself, just talking to them, and honestly, like, when you just, like, meet those certain people just try to be fake and, like, try to be, like, you know, act a certain way, it's never so, like, intriguing to me, per se, because it just didn't feel right, you know, and, this quote that says, yeah, just per se. Honestly, though, with this quote, like, per se, for me, when I talk to people, I try to be organic, real as possible. Like, in general, I never try to, like, hide who I am. When it's with my friends, with my family, anyone I talk to, just anyone. I treat everyone the same. You know, it adds your own, like, flavor to it. It adds your own, per se, spice, per se. You know, like, it just shows you as a person. I just want to hang out with those people who just accept me for who I am and just want me to be with them, per se. So, honestly, in life, like, if you're not truly happy, like, if you're not truly who you are as a person, if you're not truly want to be the person you want to be, then you should just honestly just quote yourself and just add some spice to, like, your life. That's it. All right, that's it. Thank you. Add some spice. Huh?
Alright.
I know, and I just started overthinking it. And it's like, you got too nervous. Tense.
All right. The opinion that you have at the beginning is fine. I think that you've got an interesting perspective on the subject to start with about being cool, that sort of thing. But immediately I noticed something about the delivery that's going to be an issue during the speech, and that is that you're talking through us. You're not really engaging people. You kind of look up, you look down, you look around, you look to the sides, you know, and so it's as a way to describe it, it's all of your anxiety. I won't say all of it is coming out through your eyes, but a lot of it's coming out through your eyes. You're just not looking at people, and I'm not sure if it's you're afraid you're going to look at somebody and you're going to crack up, or that you might make an emotional connection with somebody, or you just, if I don't look at people, it's as if I'm speaking to myself. And that's sometimes the way it comes across, is that you're just thinking to yourself. So you got to engage a little bit more. You're not looking away directly. I mean, if you watch, it doesn't seem like you're trying to hide from us, but it's pretty clear that you're not engaging the audience here. And I think that starts from the very beginning, and it stays a problem in the rest of the speech. Now, I like the thesis idea that you have there, that there's a problem with this. I do think you need a little bit more structure to set up. You got a couple of examples. They remain largely abstract, but you have something to say on those points. Could it be developed a little bit more? Maybe, but that's. I didn't think that was the thing that was your biggest issue. Like I said, I think your anxiety issues are more related to some of the other things, just being in front of the audience. Your voice started off really well. It was easy to hear you, and I thought there was lots of energy in the presentation. That's good. It's actually paced pretty well up until the end, where it seems like there are a couple of spots where things are problematic. I didn't start counting, so I have no idea how many there were, but you want to watch the likes. I did hear quite a few of them in the presentation. So one of the things that you should do when you're doing your self-evaluation, remember, everybody is supposed to do a self-evaluation. You have to go and put your comments on the YouTube channel, count your likes, and put that in the box so that I can hear or see that you read it, so that you know that you're paying attention. It wasn't a huge amount, but I think there were probably enough that you would say, you know what, that's more than I want to have. I want to feel a little bit more like I'm consistent in my presentation. Gestures, I thought you had lots of indicators. Sometimes they seemed a little bit nervous, but for the most part you seem to be controlled over them. Your facial expressions are animated. Like I said, the thing that takes us out of it is the eye contact stuff. The body movement, maybe there's a little bit of restlessness while you're talking, but I didn't think anything that was really problematic. Like I said, you get a bit anxious, more anxious when you get to the second point. It feels a little bit like you've run out of stuff to say, and now you're realizing that you are stuck, and then that's when some of those other things get to be a little bit more problematic. The exit feels a little bit rushed. Go back to the beginning and kind of remind us of the point that you're making. And if you're done, that's fine. Make the point that you've got, but be cool. All right.